Hi everybody, I'm Vince Delapola, Executive Chef here at the Pritikin Center in Miami, Florida. Today I'm going to show you how to make our toasted sesame dressing. Here I have 1 cup of white sesame seeds. We're going to add these to a preheated skillet, and we're not going to do anything besides just keep moving them around. Now, you're looking to add them to the pan that's already preheated, because it's going to simply toast them very quickly. Now you can hear them already popping like that, but be careful because they will start popping out of the pan a little bit. And we're not looking to make black sesame seeds, so don't toast them until they're completely black. You're just looking to get a little kind of golden brown to them. You do not need to spray the pan or anything with any pan. Just going to put them in a dry skillet, and that's it. And you can see if I have to take them off the fire a little bit, just so that they can kind of not have too much heat. You can see them kind of smoking up a little bit. That's what you'll see them kind of popping out of the pan here. You can actually see that. That's what we're looking for, just to get that golden brown color to them. So a little bit more movement here, and we will cool these down very quickly by putting them into a bowl that won't conduct the heat, like a bamboo bowl here. And it can take the initial heat from these seeds. Turn that off. And to cool it down even faster, well, what we need is 1.5 cups of rice wine vinegar. Here, that's what I have. And it will cool them down very quick. So I'll add that rice wine vinegar here. I'll get a facial at the same time. And there we go. Now, we're going to use some black sesame seeds in here too, but I intentionally did not toast those just yet. I'm going to lightly toast them. There we go. And that was Marucan brand of rice wine vinegar. I'm going to lightly toast those black ones. We'll just simply leave them in the skillet, just to give them a quick little toast there, and we'll just kind of move that off the burner here. All right, so while these are cooling down here, let's add everything else to our blender. Here I have 4 tablespoons of chopped minced ginger. I also have 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. We're going to add the recipe here as well, but I will actually tell you as we're doing it. Here I have a lower sodium soy sauce. This is 2 tablespoons of that as well. And I also have 2 tablespoons of a toasted sesame oil. Okay. Here I have 1/2 cup of chopped scallions. In Asian cooking, you have a mirepoix is ginger, garlic, and scallions, as opposed to celery, onions, and carrots, as it would be traditional here in the States. So there's just different cultures have different, intense aromatics to add a lot of different flavors here. And definitely ginger, scallions, and garlic are very prominent in a lot of cooking. The last cup I added was apple juice concentrate. That was 1¼ cups of apple juice concentrate, and this is 1 cup of orange juice concentrate. So that's basically almost everything in there, except now we'll add those white sesame seeds that we toasted. Get all those out of there in just a second. Here I have xanthan gum. And xanthan gum is what's going to actually add that viscosity that you're looking for in a dressing and actually bind everything together. If you don't put the xanthan gum, when this all blends up out when it's done, you'll have this kind of separation, and then everything doesn't stay suspended all together. It also helps emulsify it. And xanthan gum can be found at most grocery stores, but you can order it offline pretty easily as well. So I'm going to show you. We're not going to use very much, even though we're making a good amount of dressing. This is going to wind up making about 6 cups of dressing here. And even though we've had that little bit of lower sodium soy sauce, that little bit of that oil, in 1 completed batch of this dressing, we would consider a serving 2 tablespoons. It's only 40 calories, 30 milligrams of sodium. So very, very low, and still falls well within our guidelines. So I add a little tiny bit of xanthan gum here. You can always put more, but you cannot take it out. So we'll add the rest of those seeds as well. Get all those in there. Don't want to waste any of them. A lot of flavor in those. Okay. Just let it go on. And now, I'm not putting the black ones just yet. When it's all said and done, we'll add the black ones in there. And this way, it's going to kind of just not make it look so muddy. If you blend them up all the way from the beginning, it makes the dressing very dark. But it adds a nice contrast if you add them at the end. Now, one thing about xanthan gum is it will get a little tiny bit thicker as it sits. So if you're going to serve this the next day, you might find that it might be a little tiny bit thicker than it was the day you made it. So add just a little tiny bit more in there, just another little small dash. You can always keep adding more, but you can't take it out. All right, that's what we're looking for there. Perfect. We'll add those black ones, and you'll see when you add those black seeds in there, it just adds that nice little extra contrast. That was 2 tablespoons of black sesame seeds. Not very much. Certainly not as anywhere near as much as the white ones that we already put in there. Just add that little bit more color and a little bit more flavor. And there you have it. This is one of the most popular dressings we have here. You can use this even as like a skillet sauce if you want to add a little bit of sauteed onions and peppers and zucchini and squash to a pan. You can add this at the end. If you want to use this as a marinade, really, really great, easy way to add a lot of extra flavor to your food. Let me show you what it looks like. We'll pour it into a plastic cup just to give you an idea of the body this has. Make sure the plate doesn't fall out there. And you'll see this pouring out. Like I said, this is going to make a good amount of dressing here. Maybe about, let's see, 5 cups, 5 to 6 cups. This is all it goes and makes. And this is about 2 to 3 weeks of a shelf life in your refrigerator. So if you want to make a big batch like I just did, that's great. If you want to go ahead and make a big batch and freeze it and portion out in little small containers, that's even better. This way you have a lot of variety of dressings throughout the week. Thanks for joining us, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have fun.